Hey there, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Life Philosophy, where we dive deep into the timeless wisdom that shapes our understanding of life, love, and everything in between. I'm your host, and today we're stepping into a profound encounter from the life of Gautama Buddha, a story that's not just a tale, but a mirror held up to our own struggles and yearnings. So, grab a cozy spot, maybe a cup of tea, and let's journey together into this beautiful, transformative moment. Picture this, a serene grove, the air thick with the scent of blooming flowers and a gentle breeze rustling through ancient trees. In the midst of this tranquility sits Gautama Buddha, his presence like a quiet lake, calm, deep, and unshaken. Before him stands a man, let's call him Arjun, his face etched with the weight of 1,000 unspoken burdens. Arjun's eyes are restless, searching, as if the answers to his pain lie somewhere in the enlightened being before him. He steps forward, his voice trembling with desperation, and says, "Buddha, I have a question. I need to know, why am I so unhappy? Why is my life filled with such endless sorrow?" Buddha, with a faint, knowing smile, leans forward slightly, his eyes warm yet piercing. "Ask, my friend," he says softly, "what is it that troubles you?" Arjun, almost exasperated, replies, "I'm always distressed. I find no joy in living, no meaning in my days. Life feels like a burden, and I don't know why." There's a pause, a heavy silence, as Buddha looks at him, not with judgment, but with a kind of gentle curiosity. Then, in that calm, steady voice of his, Buddha asks, "Where is this sorrow of yours? Show it to me. I cannot see it." Arjun is taken aback. "What do you mean, where is it? It's in me, in my heart, in every moment I breathe." Buddha's smile widens just a touch as he responds, "Ah, but tell me, what is the cause of this sorrow? Point to it. Name it." Arjun stumbles over his words, frustration creeping in. I don't know the exact cause. That's why I'm here. I thought you, being the enlightened one, would see into my soul and tell me why I suffer." Now, here's where the story takes a turn, friends. Buddha leans back, his gaze steady as ever, and says something that stops Arjun in his tracks. "This, my friend, is your mistake. You sit here hoping someone else, even a Buddha, will solve your problems, lift your burdens, and hand you happiness on a platter. But I tell you, I am no different from you. I am just a man, like you. The only difference is that within me there are no questions, no entanglements. When the questions within you dissolve, when the turmoil settles, you too will not need to come to any Buddha asking why you suffer." I can almost feel Arjun's confusion here, can't you? He's come seeking a quick fix, a magic word, and instead Buddha is pointing him right back to himself. But Buddha doesn't stop there. He weaves in a metaphor so simple yet so profound, it's like a light flickering in a dark room. "Look at this flower," Buddha says, perhaps gesturing to a lotus blooming nearby. In the morning, it opens its petals, radiant and full of life. By midday, it's at its peak, spreading its fragrance, and by evening, it wilts, falls, and merges back into the earth. If this flower spent its day worrying about its inevitable end, could it ever bloom? Could it ever share its beauty? No. And so it is with you. If you focus only on your sorrow, if you see nothing but the pain, how will you ever know joy? Right now, in this very moment, there are reasons to smile, reasons to feel alive, but you're not seeing them. That, my friend, is the root of your suffering. Buddha's words hang in the air, heavy with truth. Arjun is silent, his brow furrowed, wrestling with this idea. And then, almost pleadingly, he asks, "But Buddha, how is this possible? I'm surrounded by problems. How can I find happiness amidst all this chaos?" Buddha's response is like a thunderclap of clarity. If death were to stand before you right now, would any of these problems matter? Would they hold even a grain of weight in that moment? Arjun nods slowly, murmuring, "You're right, but I don't want to die so soon." Buddha chuckles softly, a rare warmth in his tone, and says, "Ah, and that is another problem. You want to live, yet you fear death. But death is not something you call or control. It simply comes. if you can accept this truth that death is certain, that joy and sorrow are fleeting waves in the ocean of life, then you will find stability, and in that stability you will discover the way out of your suffering. I love this part, friends, because it's so raw, so real. Buddha isn't handing Arjun a solution on a silver platter. Instead, he's saying, I can show you the path, but walking it is your to. He reminds Arjun, and all of us, that no one can change our thoughts or heal our wounds unless we decide to do so ourselves. As Buddha puts it, my words are only a map. Whether you follow it or not, that is your journey. Arjun sits there, quiet for a long time, lost in thought. You can almost see the gears turning in his mind, the slow unraveling of years of self-imposed burdens. This, my dear listeners, is the emotional climax of the story, not a dramatic outburst, but a silent realization. It's the moment Arjun begins to see that his suffering isn't just something happening to him, it's something he's feeding with his focus, his refusal to look beyond it. And isn't that true for so many of us? How often do we get stuck in our own stories of pain, blind to the beauty and possibility that exist right alongside it? As I reflect on this story, I'm reminded of a personal moment. A few years back, I was going through a rough patch, lost a job, felt directionless, the works. I remember sitting on my porch one evening, just stewing in my misery, when I noticed a little bird hopping around, completely carefree, pecking at crumbs. And in that split second, I thought, here I am, drowning in my problems, and this tiny creature is just living. It wasn't a grand epiphany, but it shifted something in me. I started looking for small joys, the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, and slowly the weight lifted. That's what Buddha is teaching Arjun here. Shift your gaze, and you shift your reality. So, what's the key takeaway from this beautiful encounter? It's this. Life is a dance of joy and sorrow, light and shadow. If we fixate only on the dark, we miss the light. True peace comes not from escaping pain, but from accepting its place in the grand tapestry of existence and choosing to see the good, the hopeful, even in the toughest moments. As Buddha so wisely said, I can only show you the way. Walking it is your work. Friends, let's carry this lesson with us. Next time you feel overwhelmed, pause, look around, find one thing, one tiny reason to smile. It's there, I promise. And if you're curious to dive deeper into Buddha's teachings or explore more stories of wisdom, I've got some incredible audiobook recommendations for you. Check out Being and Becoming Buddha for a profound look at his life, or a yogi's autobiography for insights into mental peace. These treasures are waiting to inspire you. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and above all, keep walking your path. This is Life Philosophy, signing off with a heart full of gratitude. Take care, my friends.